Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
John's name is different than how it's spelled, so every once in a while I just want to remind myself how to say it. I literally was thinking to myself, Audius. Like, that's what I was thinking. And Ryan texted me and spelled out phonetically for me. He saw it in my face. He's just trying to remind himself how to say Audius.
What did I miss?
John Audius, is John Audius cleared to speak without being spoken to?
John can say anything he wants, whenever he wants.
I'm already tired, by the way. Just hearing all of this, I'm already tired and exhausted.
It was, yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside John Audius. Here's Molly Brown.
It is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Molly Brown, and I do know how to say your name, John Audius. I am alongside John Audius today. He is the voice of Wisconsin Volleyball right here on the Wisconsin Volleyball Radio Network. So we're excited to have you. Thanks for joining us on a Friday. I feel like everybody this week has either been super late to our show, forgotten that they had to host the show with us. Riley made it 2 days, which was great, but then I think he bailed because it was a Friday, and who wants to give up their Friday when they're 20-something years old? Mm-hmm. So you're giving up your Friday to be here, which is exciting, and you were early.
Yeah, I got here a little early. I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know, Riley. But yeah, I'm excited. First show with Molly, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, and as Molly was saying, that is not the standard that was set by the other fill-in host this week. Nope. Jesse Nelson forgot that he was fill-in hosting on Monday.
I could see that.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Ooh.
And then Josh DiMaggio on Tuesday, I think, rolled into the ESPN Milwaukee studio with Molly.
3:59, 55?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Like as
Literally.
the show open was beginning, yeah. So there's a little bit of stress the first 2 days of the week. But Riley actually helped settle us down, which is the least most surprising thing of the week, I would say.
Least most surprising thing of the week?
Yeah,
Yes.
I just forgot how to use words, Molly.
Yeah,
Give
I
me a
didn't know
break,
what was
all right?
happening there.
Jeez.
It says Jim, Matt, and Molly. We're presented by Coors Light. John, I don't know if you know how to do this, but if the mountains are blue, you know what to do?
And that's
Crush.
Yes.
Coors
Crush.
I
Light.
love it. That's exciting.
I said crack.
Try it one more time.
okay.
Try it one more time.
If
Molly?
the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush a Coors Light.
There you go. I don't mind crack it, though. I mean, that's what you're doing.
That's true.
You crack it, then you crush it.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Exactly.
go.
Exactly. You can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, and you can always listen to us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. And if you've missed any of those shows that we were just talking about, you can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Jim Rutledge is in Florida. I believe he comes back tomorrow, which is exciting. And Matt LaFleur, my God. What do I have on my brain today? Matt Hamilton is hurling
unfortunately,
at
Matt
Worlds,
still
and I
has to
believe that
work.
he made it to semis.
He did. He just sent that to us today.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, Team
nice.
Schuster.
Yes. So I believe that they are both back on Monday.
Yes.
So,
And I saw
yeah.
Rutledge in Florida on Instagram,
Oh my
and
God.
he's wearing the
Who
tank
has-
top.
Okay, wait,
Who
can we
hasn't
not?
seen
I can't.
What?
As soon as I saw the tank top, I was
Yeah.
just like, I can't watch this.
I thought that might be a topic today about men wearing tank tops.
Actually, we can make this a
So,
topic.
okay,
Like,
here's
genuinely.
the thing. We weren't planning to talk about Jim's social media usage in Florida until he got back on Monday because we're planning to do kind of a whole segment about it that he wasn't going to know about.
Okay, never mind.
But we could talk about just the tank top look.
How do you
for
feel
a
about men wearing
middle-aged
tank top,
man.
John?
I'm not. I'm anti.
Are you?
Yeah. I've always, since I was a little kid, I remember my mom. I remember this vividly. I cried because my mom put me in a tank top. I hated it.
Not your fault.
Why? Is it the armpit hair? Is it the that's what it is for me? Where it's just like, it's I can see the chest hair, I can see the armpit hair, I can see like.
Yeah, I mean, and you've got to be able to wear one if you're going to wear one. I'm not saying Jim can't wear one.
He goes to Carbon, he can wear one.
I love that we're making fun of him for being on vacation in the warm Florida sun in a tank top, enjoying himself.
I think it's because we're jealous because it's literally like 30 degrees out, raining, might be snowing. We're in a tornado warning. I don't know what's happening.
That and also because he's made sure to put out like 57 Instagram posts or Instagram story. Oh, his Instagram story's been populated this week.
When you go through someone's Instagram story, do you feel obligated to look at every single one?
Well, so here's the thing. I'm glad that you asked that because Jim posted so many stories that I was like, I can't be a weirdo and watch all 20 of these back to back to back. And also it's like all of his kids and his family that I'm like, I can't keep looking at these. So I'm like, I'm just going to exit out, go watch a bunch of other stories, and then maybe when I come back to Instagram in 2 hours, then I'll watch the rest of it. But it was just too much.
By the time he came back in 2 hours, Molly, he would have had 3 more posts on there. Was the
I
thing.
know. Did you guys? Okay. The last thing on Jim's Instagram from me. Did you guys see the one when he first got there and he's like, view from our hotel room? And then the next one was view from the beach and it's at the hotel? I'm like, I can't. But the tank top today killed me. Like, I thought about blocking ESPN Madison on Instagram because I was like, I can't see this photo.
His reaction to the Kingston Allen commitment.
I'm like, did he even know who Kingston Allen was before this? I know he hosted
Nobody
Jump Around.
Nobody knows who Kingston Allen is after that video. All they remember is Jim Rutledge's tank top.
Was it a pink tank top, too?
It was. I don't think it was an FAU tank top, but
No,
it
it
came
was a
off
Jordan one. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
Yeah. He's for sure listening back. He's definitely, which I appreciate the support that he has, but he definitely downloads our podcast, and he is definitely listening on the way home. I
don't even know who Jim Rutledge is.
Yeah.
That's the clip.
God. I do want to talk about that clip next, though. We're going to get into that in the next segment. But first, you had an experience with matcha today.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I have never had matcha. Well, okay, I had matcha one time. It was hot matcha. I did not like it. It was earthy. And I'm not opposed to, like, earthy things. Like, I've taken shots of wheatgrass and that kind of stuff. But, like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I've never had hot matcha, but it is an earthy feel to it, or taste to it, rather. Yeah, I had... banana bread matcha. It's been a thing here for the last 3 or 4 weeks with me, where I'll go to Starbucks. I gotta have it because they put that banana foam on the top, and the first minute of the drink is all banana bread, and then the rest is kind of more matcha. I guess maybe I have to be patient and let it fall into the matcha. But I would highly recommend it. The only problem is when you go to Starbucks and you order a drink, you get half a drink because the cup is filled with ice. And I had one today, and I asked for light ice because I've learned my lesson before. And it's still half a cup. I don't know if they forgot, and it frustrates me to no end because it's just like you don't even get your drink. What am I even paying $8 for?
Right.
For ice? You know how much money they must be making just off ice alone? You know what I mean?
Oh,
because
it's gotta
they're
be
charging
crazy.
you $8,
Yeah.
but $4 of it is ice.
So it's interesting that you say this, though, because I have seen videos where people will go to a drive-thru, they will order like a large, and then they'll also order a small, and then they do, and I guess you probably have empty cups too of each of those sizes, and then you pour the large, and it fits into the small cup.
That's shady.
Yeah.
That's shady. I think these coffee companies or these, anybody, I guess anybody, it doesn't have to be coffee because they put ice in like a soda as well. I think it's just a shady thing. We need like an executive order or some sort of law on this to ban that.
I think like literally what you need to do, and I don't even know if they would let you because they probably won't, but you need to go to Starbucks and you need to like order your banana bread matcha, say no ice, and then see what happens. Or you say no ice, or ice on the side, or something.
Yeah, give me a side of ice. Yeah.
Because you guys keep ripping me off.
They'll probably charge you
Yeah,
$4
right? They'll
for
charge you $1 for the ice.
Yeah.
Ryan, do you like matcha?
So I like matcha, but I don't really like iced matcha at all for the very reason that John is talking about. I've had iced matchas where, like, if you let it sit for maybe even 5 minutes, that ice is melting, and then it's a watered down matcha, which is like you said, Molly, it's already kind of got the earthy taste. It's a little, it's very grainy. It's like grassy.
I don't think
tasting.
it's grainy.
Depends on where you get it from, I think, too. But I've had it a couple times. Usually when I get the cold matcha, it's a little creamier. It's a little silky smooth. But if you let that ice melt, and if there's a lot of it in there, then yes, it just feels like you're drinking water with matcha in it, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like that is actually one of the grossest things I've ever tasted. So I stopped doing that. And I only have hot matcha.
You have to go after it right away because if you wait too long, like you said, now you've got a watered down drink. And if you go after it right away and you've got a half a cup or more of ice, then you drink your whole flipping drink in 3 minutes.
And that is the fastest $8 you've ever spent.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I get so frustrated. I keep going back because it's so good. But,
See, you're the problem, though.
I think
you
so.
are the problem.
Probably.
Like, you are giving them business. Stop.
They just need to put less ice in there.
And the thing also about iced matchas, I feel like it's different than hot matchas. When I drink hot matcha, I feel better about myself for some reason. Not like I'm better than other people like John, But just the idea of that, like, I feel like those iced matchas are just so loaded with like sugar and sweeteners, and the banana bread stuff. Whereas like I get like a plain like hot matcha with, I mean, it's a hot matcha latte, so there's still like the milk and some sort of.
I was
sugar
gonna say anything
additive.
that has the word latte in it, just add 200 calories.
But I get like the one I get from a local coffee shop here in Madison. Like I don't think they like juice it up with like the sugar as much as other places like Starbucks. I've looked at Starbucks's, like the regular matcha is like 40 grams of sugar and it's already like 180
Oh my God.
calories just starting.
So here's the thing then. So like I said, I've only had matcha the one time and I think I took like 3 sips and I was like, I literally can't do this. Like it is gross to me. So to me, I thought the purpose of matcha was that it was healthy.
I don't even know. I'm Googling right now. What even is matcha?
That was
I don't
one
even
of
know
my
what
questions is what the hell is matcha? Because I first started hearing about it on Keeping Up with the Kardashians like 5 years ago when Courtney, who if you guys don't know, if you don't follow Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if you don't keep up with the Kardashians.
I don't.
You wouldn't know. But Courtney is the one that's like healthy. She has like a line of like vitamins at Target that like are supposed to be healthy and
I've seen
all the
that.
different things.
I've seen that at
Yeah,
Target.
like Let Me Sleep, right? So it's like a cute brand. But like Lemmy is like the brand, and then it's like if it's a sleeping one, it's Let Me Sleep, or if it's you need hydration, let me hydrate, like that kind of thing.
Just
You get
let
it?
me in front of
Just
all.
let me anything.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like let me. So, but anyways, so she was like the first person to like bring up matcha, and I feel like made it popular back in the day. And I was like, oh, so it's like a healthy, earthy thing. But now, like I literally had the Starbucks app open, and there's like 350 calories in like a medium drink. I'm sorry, a grande. Like it's not even healthy at this point.
What's the venti like?
Exactly,
And
probably
by
like 450.
And I don't
actually it might be the same because I think you get the exact same amount.
I don't even use their terminology. I refuse to use say tall or venti or anything. I always go in and ask for a small, probably because of the calories too. But matcha
word salad.
Matcha is made from specially grown shade-covered green tea leaves. Shade-covered green tea leaves. It's a fine powder.
Why shade covered?
I don't know. I have no idea. They're shaded for 20 to 30 days before harvest to increase chlorophyll and amino acids, especially L-theanine.
Sounds shady.
Oh, so it's got some L-theanine in it. That I've heard of that product in like pills and stuff, right?
Pills? What kind of pills?
No, is it supposed to help you sleep or something?
Oh, that's
From what I've always read is,
But
or
why
whatever.
would you get it at Starbucks?
I feel like the way
I
matcha has
don't
always
know.
been advertised to me is that it's supposed to help with like gut health. It's kind of like those
Oh.
Really?
probiotic. Yeah, that's what I've always seen. It's what I've always been told. I don't know if it's true. I feel better when I drink it because I feel like I'm doing
That's
something
a
good for
placebo
me.
effect, my
yes,
friend.
100%. Yeah, like we're saying, like it's very unhealthy either way. It tastes good though. But like I have this idea in my mind where I'm like, this is better than if I was just getting like a normal latte. Like this one's green. This one has some sort of like health digestive support in it. Like this is good.
I mean,
for
I'm
me.
sure coffee does too. Have like some sort of like health thingy.
I think so.
Like, I think if you really
caffeine does have some health benefits.
I think if you really want like other health benefits from a green drink, just get green tea, no?
Yes, that's what you really should be doing. But green
I
tea
thought
doesn't
that's
taste.
what matcha was.
But
was
green
like,
tea doesn't taste delicious like matcha when you put all the sugar and
to
stuff
me,
in it.
oh yeah, I don't know.
L-theanine, by the way, is known for promoting relaxation, focus, and reducing stress without causing drowsiness. So you get a little benefit.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then they throw in all the sugar, and then
Exactly.
probably offsets
And then you
everything.
have the
You take a
sugar
nap.
crash.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryan, the psychedelic advisor, chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. List is more 844-770-3776. He says, shade-covered tea leaves is just a fancy way of saying we're going to charge you a lot more. While Josh in Sun Prairie says, also light ice / no ice matcha at Starbucks tastes like straight up milk.
Oh.
Oh, and he says, this is the fundamental problem with iced drinks and espresso drinks at Starbucks. There is no consistency in the prep. Not sure if they put in that extra espresso shot. Not sure if they put all that matcha in. It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. You get like a 3-ounce drink is what you get when you order a small. It's the worst, but it's so good. So I keep going back.
I used to. So here's the thing is like when I go to coffee places, I really don't get anything crazy. Like there's a local place that just opened by us here. And the craziest thing I get is like an oat chata, which is like, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like some kind of coffee with oat milk and it's really good. And that's like the craziest thing that I get. But otherwise, I just get a normal iced coffee, cream, maybe like some vanilla or caramel in it. Okay.
I always panic when this happens with like, what do you guys want to drink? Or like at a coffee shop. If I don't have enough time in the line, I panic and I just go to like, I'll just take a latte, please.
Yep.
I just go to latte or I just go to some, Miller Lite or something like, or
No.
Coors.
It's okay. Miller Lite was one of our friends here too.
Yeah.
My husband is very funny. Like, he has a drink at Starbucks that he likes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know how to order it like other coffee shops. So then he'll be like, oh, just get me something like the caramel macchiato. And I'm like, so then I literally just ask him, I'm like, do you have something like a caramel macchiato? Like, they're like, yeah. But no, my thing with Starbucks though is like back in high school, my go-to, I think it was my junior year of high school. All of my friends had like a different lunch than I did. So like I just left every single day because I was like, I'm not going to go sit by myself. So I left every single day, went to the grocery store, like Starbucks, and I got an iced coffee, and it was like $2 for a venti. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, whatever. If it's not, it was typically consistent. But then it was like, if it's not consistent, it's like, okay, I'm only paying $2. Who cares? But now, if I go to Starbucks, I'm paying $6 for that same coffee. So I'm like, I literally can't justify this.
No.
And it's not even like good.
It's tough. And then you feel dumb because you just gave. And then you got a tip because.
You tip?
You don't?
No.
You don't tip
not at a Starbucks. Am I crazy?
Coffee shop, I never tip.
What?
If it's a local place, there's a better chance than I am. But typically, no.
I feel like that's the place to tip because they're actually back there like. I've been a barista. Well, I was a barista in college for a short time. But you're actually like doing work, especially with Starbucks orders.
Yeah, but if they're jipping you and they're giving you the same size for small as they are for large, like...
I can't believe you guys don't tip at a coffee shop unless it's a local, like you said.
No, but I do get nervous that when I click no tip, I get nervous that they're going to look and see like the
Put you at the end
total.
of the line or something. Yeah.
Or going to mess up my drink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely get nervous when it comes to that. We still got plenty of stuff to get into today. I want to hear John's take on Jim's take and Frank Kaminsky and all the different things there. We've got Molly's game, pole dancing, and Jason Wilde is joining us in just a couple minutes too. That's all still to come. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly presented by Coors Light.
I don't even know who Jim Rutledge is.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Maybe, can I get a Molly was right? Like literally.
Molly was right.
Thank you.
I thought we had like a liner. Yeah.
No, we should get one. That should be the liner. That is going to be the liner moving forward.
Yeah,
okay,
with
thank
all
you.
of my enthusiasm, I threw into that one.
Exactly.
I can give you a better one. Molly was right!
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
To what's happening across our community and the 608.
and the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
Or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrion, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
I worried about choosing the right two-year college where credits would transfer to UW, but I figured out a great path. At Madison College, I'm in the STEM program. The classrooms are intimate, instructors are engaging, and best of all, I'll be able to transfer to UW debt-free. My advice to others, start your journey here. You won't regret it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and check out their full lineup of vehicles and find the one that's right for you, or browse the vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor. When neighbors connect through the Feeding America network, small actions ripple into lasting impact. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
When you need a night out that really sizzles, you need to head to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. Whether it's a special occasion, date night, or just because you deserve it, Ruth's Chris is serving up USDA prime steaks cooked to perfection. Pair it with world-class wines, handcrafted cocktails, and that warm, welcoming service that makes every visit unforgettable. Make tonight special at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. This is Jim, Matt, Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. I'm Molly Brown alongside John Audius and primetime Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. We're getting quite a few texts in about matcha and the different ice drinks and all the good things. Ryan, I did see that you posted our Society Unlimited poll question. However, I cannot find it right now. But first, Robin Madison says, I love my matcha with ice. Wait, I mean whiskey.
Whiskey matcha?
That sounds kind of disgusting, I'll be honest, Rob. I mean...
It does sound gross.
I bet you someone could make a nice matcha alcoholic drink.
You can always, there's always a way.
Yeah.
Just more sugar is usually the solution there, the way to make it better.
And then our Society Unlimited poll question is there always too much ice in iced coffee?
Yes. It is the thing that annoys me the most.
Do you drink coffee too, John?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, fun fact, I've switched to decaf because I just wanted to see if I could. It's a longer story than that. But it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with decaf.
It doesn't taste different.
No, it tastes the same.
I think people expect it to taste different, but it doesn't.
I think I just got into the habit of the smell and the ritual and the taste, and I'm like, why am I shoving? I don't feel anything really from caffeine unless I drink one of those like big energy drinks with all the other trash in there. Then I sometimes I had an energy drink before a women's basketball game this year.
Oh boy, how was that?
After abstaining from caffeine, I had tightness in my chest. I was like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this game. First quarter, here we go. And I was like, geez, those things will get me. But
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, fun fact.
There you go.
Yes, I do drink coffee.
I love it.
Caffeine free.
There you go.
Decaf.
Is there caffeine in matcha? Just like a little bit, right?
I think there's a little bit of caffeine.
Yeah, because whenever there's tea whenever it's tea, there's always like the smallest bit of caffeine, but it's like half, probably a third of what's in a cup of coffee.
Okay. That's not bad then.
No.
It's like nothing.
So we're coming down to the fact that it seems like matcha doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to look up health benefits.
I don't think there's really any redeeming benefits.
It just seems like
L-theanine.
Do you go on TikTok,
L-theanine.
John? Is this how you know about like
What's
banana?
that?
Do you go on TikTok? Is this
I don't
how you
have
know?
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you find out about banana bread matcha?
I saw it at a Starbucks, I think.
Okay, and you're like, oh, I'll take that.
Yeah, I was like, that looks good. Yeah, I'll try that. I haven't really had matcha before, but I had a great matcha in L.A.
Oh, God. That seems like the perfect place to have one.
Oh,
anyways.
it was awesome. It was on Rodeo, or just off Rodeo Drive, and there was a line to get into this place. It's like a fancy coffee shop. It was like just the same price as Starbucks, by the way. It was well priced, and it was flipping delicious. I don't even know what was in it except for matcha. There was some other. I was like, "Do you have banana bread matcha?" No. I was like, "You just something similar like that one? I'll take that one."
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. So I do want to shift gears into, again, I guess, Jim and Jim's take that you heard, right? You heard this on our show?
Yeah, I've seen headlines.
Okay.
I saw Kaminsky.
Yep. Kaminsky went after him. So let's hear
I
from.
don't even know who Jim Rutledge is.
There you go. Let's hear Jim's take. And if you're watching on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream, you can also watch it there as well.
I've lowered my expectations, not for Greg Gard, but for the overall ability for Badger basketball. I almost look at them as a Cinderella if they get past the Sweet 16. And I think that's how you have to adjust your expectations with the current structure of the Badgers' leadership. I don't know if that's a college basketball, college football, college athletics problem, or if it's a Wisconsin unique problem. But Wisconsin, in the age of NIL, is far closer to being a mid-major on the football and basketball side of things as far as what you're winning as they are to being a blue blood.
Yeah, I heard that, and okay, I'm good to have some. Is there any more context I should have with this?
I would say in general, he was more so talking about when it comes to Wisconsin sports, like he said, football and basketball specifically, that when it comes to the NIL funding and some of the revenues that they're getting, some of the actual investment that they're getting to acquire players, it feels like there's a pretty big gap between them and some of the big boys in college basketball, college football.
Well, the way I kind of looked at it was, are you getting mid-major results? I was going to try to save him a little bit. I was like, because in the tournament the last several years, I think you're probably getting mid-major results, but that doesn't mean I don't think that you're closer to mid-major. You're still a team that can knock off elite teams in the Big Ten. And you still have, listen, when you have players like Boyd and Tanjay and Black, like other people see like, oh, you can still be really good at Wisconsin. You can score points. You can get your name recognized. You can make a little bank too. Not as much as other programs. That's a whole inequity thing, I think, in college sports that needs to be addressed. But I don't think they're closer to a mid-major. I think maybe the results recently have been more mid-major-ish results, if you want to look at it that way. So I was like, oh, was he just kind of basing this on what they've actually done in the tournament? But I don't know how you can say that a program like Wisconsin in a conference like the Big Ten, I'm sure you could probably find some other Big Ten teams that could be more closely related to a mid-major than Wisconsin, but I don't even know how that can relate. I don't understand why he's saying that.
I mean, the way that I interpreted it, I guess, when I first heard it, and just the different conversations that I've had with Jim, is like, I think I relate it more towards the money that they spend, right? And like the money that they put into their program is nowhere near what I'm sure a Duke, a North Carolina, a Kentucky, like an Arizona, what any of those schools do.
But it's never been.
No.
Even before NIL, when other teams were doing whatever they wanted to do.
No, and I think it's a conversation that's similar to pretty much any other conversation we have around any other team in Wisconsin sports too, is like, if you're winning, it's going to cover that up though, right? Like
100%.
Like, and back in the day, Wisconsin was winning. Mm-hmm. They haven't made it to a Sweet 16 since 2017.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a minute. Yep.
Right. And I think, so to me, and I'm not speaking for Jim, but it just feels like they're just falling more and more behind. And now you're getting beat by teams like High Point, James Madison, BYU, and these teams that you should have been handling very easy. Now you're getting beat by them. That's just making it 10 times worse.
But don't you think also that, and I'm not necessarily the case, I don't know how, here's the thing, we don't know how much any schools spend.
Right, which is the thing that I hate. Yes. I wish it was just on a chart, let me see it.
100%. Like, can't we just get those numbers? And no, we can't. So number one, we don't know how much anyone spends, but I feel like if you're BYU, maybe not necessarily High Point, that might be just kind of an outlier. They just had a guy who could just drain triples from anywhere. I feel like you can better your program nowadays than you could 5-10 years ago, right? So like maybe,
and quick.
Yes, and quickly. So maybe I don't look at the BYU loss and say, oh, you lost to BYU's a damn good team. You know what I mean? When they beat Wisconsin, that was a tough team.
That was such a good game too.
And we don't know the exact like NIL funding that certain programs get, though we know pretty clearly that BYU is one of the programs that invests a lot in college sports.
Which they didn't make it very
roster. Far. No, they did not this year, but their number one player who's going to probably be like one of the top two players in the draft. Like, there's a reason he went to BYU, and it wasn't necessarily for the atmosphere in Provo.
Yeah. So I mean, no.
The atmosphere.
So I mean, maybe I don't know how much money they're spending, but I think they have enough brand recognition and enough success with certain players that I think they can still get. It's just a different way of constructing your roster nowadays. You just gotta get the transfer in that wants to be the number one guy. And will he leave the next year? Maybe. Or will he be around for 2 years? I don't know. It's just the way I think Wisconsin can build that way. Mm-hmm. And I just think, listen, man, it's matchups in the NCAA tournament. It's guys making shots. It's not necessarily what your program isn't doing. Sometimes it's just that the other team has the right moment, and High Point had its moment, man. I mean, when you're hitting the shots that 99, what's his name?
Johnson.
Chase Johnston, yeah.
Yes. I mean,
made his first 2-point layup or 2-point bucket of
so that
the last calendar year. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Previous time he had done it was in February of 2025.
Side topic. Some people thought that was a travel.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I didn't think that was a travel.
Don't defend him.
I'm just saying. But anyway, that's a side note. So, I mean, the way I looked at Jim's comment was the results. I can see that you're not doing what you want to do, so maybe you're getting mid-major-ish results, but that doesn't mean that next year or the year after will have the same results because you're in one of the biggest conference. You're going to spend money. How much, we don't know, but I don't know. I just see it. I see that more as I thought it was more of him, and you guys are telling me it's about the money. I thought it was more of like the results, but I don't know how you can say it's because of the money because we don't know what the money is.
Mm-hmm. No, it's tough too because I think there's just an expectation that Wisconsin isn't doing 100. The things that they should be because I think we look at the other program, i.e. football, and it looks like they're not necessarily. I mean, I guess they did get another recruit today, but it looks like they're not doing the things with money as they should, or the school isn't bringing in enough money for different athletics. But I think the thing with Wisconsin that's interesting too is just the tournament and just the landscape of college basketball in general. Like, I think of Iowa. Like, Iowa was a Cinderella story this year. Mm-hmm. Iowa's in the freaking Big Ten. Mm-hmm. Like, I get it. Iowa and the history behind their basketball program. They haven't been to the Sweet 16 since 1999. I think it was
in the 90s.
Yeah, so it was even worse. But it's just crazy when you look at schools like that and it's like, okay, they're a Cinderella story this year, but also you look at the guys that they brought into their program to change it around and change it very fast from what it was under Fran McCaffrey. Like, I think that's where, to me, I'm like, what is Wisconsin doing? Now, I do trust Greg Gard, and I think he has done very well, bringing in the different recruits and different players that he's brought in with I'm assuming, lesser amount of money than other programs.
I'd assume so, too. Yeah.
But, there's still a long way to go to even be able to make it to the Sweet 16 and beyond.
Yes. Well, what's a long way to go?
Figuring out how to win in the first and second rounds. Like, I don't know I don't know how you change it, but
I mean, but what was it about Bo? Is it just come down to coaching? Is that what wins
we've talked about it, and we all think Greg Gard is a good coach. Like,
I think what it comes back to is like what Jim was trying to say is that it's going to be harder than ever for Wisconsin to build like that consistent program, a consistent roster, like what Bo had in the heyday. I mean, when you had like Decker and Kaminsky when they were going to Final Fours, when they were succeeding in the tournament, like they had like a whole bench of guys who were developing, learning year over year, and you could bring them up to be the next set of guys, the Nigel Hayes, the Ethan Happs. Whereas like you're never really going to have that in Wisconsin basketball anymore. I mean, really no program does outside of like some of the top 99th percentile programs, which I think is what Jim was ultimately alluding to with the Blue Bloods comment. But I think Wisconsin now, like, they have to be a program where year over year they're able to turn over the roster and try to like assemble it sometimes on the fly. I mean, we saw the Badgers basketball team early in this past season. They looked a little hapless, but then by the ends of the season, they were beating like the Michigans, the Purdues. They were beating Illinois. I mean, the fact that they have a 3-1 record against two of the teams in the Final Four right now is infuriating as a Wisconsin sports fan. So you can see the highs, but like the lows are going to be, it's always going to be so uncertain for the team because like it can always fall out from the bottom because their depth just won't be there anymore. It's going to be so hard to build a full cohesive team.
I think it's awesome too that Rutledge gets called out every so often by like
Jim
Barry,
Rutledge.
Every so often.
Freddie Coleman.
You can tell Rutledge that.
What did Kaminsky end up saying
I don't even know who Jim Rutledge is.
I mean, that was part of what he said. He had a couple other comments. I mean, I can try to pull them up here in a second. But
I think he basically agreed with you, just saying like it's ridiculous to say that they're a mid-major, like they're an elite program.
He
blah,
said
blah,
it
blah.
a little meaner than John said, if I'm being honest. He didn't really hold back against Jim, which no surprise.
To be fair, too, I mean, his references a lot of elite success. So, like, and now that's going on, 10 plus years ago. So there is a little bit of that, but he's looking at through the lens of, what he saw at Wisconsin, too. So I can kind of understand why he would defend the program like that.
Absolutely, and a program for him that changed his life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, of course you're going to defend that program for sure.
I can play it for us quickly before we get to Jason Wilde, so we can just compare his response to how John responded at the beginning of the segment here.
Is Wisconsin basketball a blue blood? No, not right now. But are they a Cinderella major, mid-major type school? Absolutely not. When you're competitive in the Big Ten every year, and I think it's blatantly obvious that this year the Big Ten was a very, very good conference, because you go into the tournament, you never know who's going to be the best conference. ACC, Big 12, Big 10, SEC, American Conference, Big East. You never know who's going to have, like top dogs. And Wisconsin was competitive with obviously the best programs in the country this year. So if you want to say it's like a Cinderella type situation, if they win a couple games in the tournament, I just think that's a ridiculous thing to say.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. What Kaminsky just said right there.
I think you might have stolen his take, John.
I think that's.
He actually heard it. He just
that was the video he heard. He didn't hear what Jim said. Because John, like Frank,
I don't even know who Jim Rutledge is.
I'm not sure.
Not even sure who Jim Rutledge is, honestly.
But honestly, why are we even talking? This sounds bad. Why are we even talking about Wisconsin as a blue blood? I don't think Wisconsin's ever been a blue blood in basketball or football.
No, not really. No.
So to even expect that, I don't even think as a fan, I don't expect them to be a Duke blue blood type of program in basketball. I expect them to have seasons where they can compete with the Dukes of the world, but I don't see that as an expectation.
I think the only two programs we could ever see that for are Wisconsin volleyball and Wisconsin women's hockey. The true blue bloods of Wisconsin.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
25 billion.
Absolutely. Well, we got to get to Jason Wilde, but first I want to tell you about my friends over at Madison College, and that is where your next chapter starts. So whether you're looking to level up your career, learn a new skill, or transfer to a four-year university like I did, Madison College has flexible programs that fit your life. They have hands-on training and affordable tuition. You can get there where you want to go faster. Explore your future today at madisoncollege.edu. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Just say you like it. There's nothing cool about the band. It is objectively
I
not
it
cool.
I find
you
it.
like it.
Okay, I like it because it's cool.
It's not cool.
It can be cool to Matt. Things can be cool to other people if they're not cool to you.
I like Star Wars.
He's
I know it's
so
nerdy as
judgmental.
hell.
Star Wars
so
is cool.
judgmental. No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
When
Neither
I
is Star
dressed up
Trek,
in my
none of
Star
it.
Wars outfit,
it
that
wasn't
was
that cool.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
For over a century, one family has helped generations move forward. Christofferson Moving and Storage. They've built a legacy of trust celebrating 120 years in 2026. With transparent, upfront pricing, highly trained professional crews, and flexible services designed around you, they protect your home and belongings with expert care and clear communication every step of the way. Let them handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what's next. Christofferson Moving and Storage. Your best move since 1906. Get your complimentary quote at ChristoffersonMoving.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we believe in doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products you want and need at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Right now, save on Livingston vegetable and flower seeds, 25% off MSRP. And get doorbuster pricing on Scott's Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer, $69.99. Rewards members save an extra $10. Find value this spring so you can do your thing. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
At Carbon World Health, feeling your best isn't a luxury, it's a lifestyle. From advanced aesthetics and rejuvenating med spa treatments to personalized wellness care, everything there is designed around you. Whether you're refreshing your look, boosting your confidence, or investing in total body wellness, Carbon World Health combines medical expertise with a spa-like experience you'll love. Discover the med spa Sun Prairie is talking about. Book your consultation today at Carbon World Health, where wellness meets results. Here's the thing, buying jewelry should feel good, not rushed, not pressured, and definitely not final if it's not right. That's why at Condon Jewelers you can exchange your purchase so you actually end up with what you really want. And when it comes to value, Condon Jewelers offers some of the best prices in the area without sacrificing quality, service, or trust. So whether you're celebrating a big moment or just treating yourself, you can shop confidently knowing they've got your back. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Jason Wilde on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by News 3 Now. Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business.
Jason, can I ask of you?
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah. This has been the best segment I've ever done on this show, and I've really done very little.
Molly said it best. I said fart in the bathtub. She said gross.
I love Matt Hamilton. You are 1,000,000% right, Jim. That should be a drop, too.
Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, my guy.
Thank you.
Jason Wilde is on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Jason Wilde joins us now on the Yuengling Guests Hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America and now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. I'm Molly Brown alongside John Audius. Jason, how are you?
That imaging for my segment, I'm going to have to talk to my great teammates at Channel 3 because I don't. Best in the business feels like a bit much personally, but I appreciate people thinking highly of me. But I'm not quite that behind the scenes guy like Wooly likes to be. But I was that's the first time I've heard that. That was really nice of them to tell Big Voice Guy to call me that. But wow, that's
Jason,
heavy as the crown.
Ryan, who came up with that? Was that you saying the best in the biz, or
that was
that
the messaging sent over from Channel 3?
Okay.
Now, we had two options. We could either choose the one that said Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business, or we could have a tag that was advertising first warn weather now. First News 3 now.
We should be advertising the weather. Let's be honest.
Weather's
crazy. Care more about the weather.
Yes, it was News 3 Now, first weather warning system. We could promote that or Jason Wilde as being the best green and gold coverage in the business.
Jason, I did hear you say that you were at your girls' soccer games yesterday, I believe you said. I am so glad that our kids' soccer games and scrimmages at this point are getting canceled the last 2 days. Thank God.
Well, I am so glad that they weren't because I was waterlogged. I have this really slick Oregon official issues sideline gear. I'm sure John has a bunch of volleyball gear from the team as well. And I have a buddy that works in the athletic department. He got it for me years ago for when I would be stuck in torrential rain. Even though they like to say it never rains at Autzen Stadium, that's obviously facetious. And so I actually stayed comparatively dry, but Sid and her teammates and her coaches and the officials, they were soaked to the bone. And but I'm glad they played. Sid scored a goal and they won, and it was pretty awesome for her first high school game.
That's awesome. Jason, do you or your daughters like matcha?
Paul and the girls do drink that. I have never had it before. What am I missing out on?
So I don't know because I've only had it one time and it was hot and I didn't like it. It was gross. But John is a big proponent of it.
I'm a big banana bread matcha guy from Starbucks. I think you should try it. The matcha's not so bad. It's a little earthy, but it's not too bad. Just get light ice.
It's a little earthy. What? All right. So now I know we want to discuss the Packers at some point. And I apologize because those who frequently listen to the program know that they hear me say stupid things like I've never had a Big Mac before, and then Molly berates me and embarrasses me. What is matcha? Matcha man. What is it?
By the way, I've never had a Big Mac either.
God!
It is.
Yes! You guys are crazy. You're missing out.
It's a powder made from specially grown shade-covered green tea leaves.
And so I looked up the benefits of it too. So it says it's a nutrient-dense green tea powder packed with antioxidants. There you go. They combat free radicals, reduce inflammation, and support cardiovascular health. Now, I'm not sure that if you're getting the banana bread version at Starbucks, that's doing all the things. But
yeah,
I don't know. Does that sound interesting to you?
So do I? All right. So I am running over to the high school. There's a Starbucks, even though they should advertise with us, right nearby. Is there such a thing as too much matcha? Like if I get the banana bread, matcha banana bread, and I get a matcha drink, am I going to be like having convulsions or?
Oh no!
Is it in moderation? Like what do I need to be careful here?
I get a small. I don't think it has less caffeine than coffee, so okay. I think you're good. Yeah. You no convulsions. No.
I really hope that you go through the drive-through while you're on with us, Jason, and order a matcha.
I don't have to come back for the 5 o'clock hour, but I could call back and check in.
Perfect.
After I get it. But you're saying not hot. Don't get it hot.
It's iced the way they sell it. I mean, I don't know if you can get it hot. I'm sure you could, but yeah, I've only had cold matcha.
Iced matcha, and all right.
It's not banana bread.
It's a banana bread matcha. Yes.
Oh, so the drink is banana bread flavored? I'm not eating a piece of banana bread with matcha in it?
No, they put some sort of like foamy banana stuff.
Oh, this is way more work than I was expecting, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I will check back in later in the show.
It's delicious.
Amazing. Can't wait.
Light ice, please.
Okay, light ice. Good tip.
Jason, I want to switch gears to the Green Bay Packers.
Please do.
What are you hearing on Dontavian Wicks? Is there a real chance that he could go to Miami to be with Jeff Hafley, or what do you think there?
I hope not. He's one of my guys. Mm-hmm. And I'm always, media starts with me. I've seen his name the way you guys have. I have not talked to anyone. I have not asked his agent if there's any rumblings. I was focused more on the insane parallel between Mike McCarthy at the 2018 NFL meetings, which I was at because that was when I was still going to it every year, and the Matt LaFleur 2026 NFL meetings remarks about this whole going back to day one of the offense and year one of the offense. But we can get to that. Look, I'm a believer in the Ted Thompson theory that when you think you're deep at a position, that's when you're going to get a couple guys roll an ankle and then you're going to be thin. I don't know why you would trade a guy who's still on his rookie deal in a contract year And I don't know what – I mean, he had career lows in receptions, targets, yards, and snaps. So you're selling low, aren't you?
Right.
So I saw Rich Samini, who covers the Jets for ESPN.com, had this as well, that the Jets might be interested in him. If I'm the Packers, I'm sorry. I know Matthew Golden's going to have a bigger role. I know that you're planning on having Christian Watson all season. I don't know exactly what last year's third-round pick Savion Williams is, and you've got another guy in a contract year as well in Jaden Reed. I'm not giving him away. I know Goody wants more draft picks. He's only got 7. And he doesn't have a first-rounder. But to trade away Dontavion Wicks for like a 5th-round pick, I just don't see that as valuable. And if he does it, I'll still say that opinion, and we'll have to wait and see what the pick becomes. But again, first of all, I love Christian Watson. I would love to be a wide receiver in his room because I think he's a really good dude who is a really good teammate, and when he's healthy is a really good player. But I'm still, as much as I like him, I would be leery if I'm the Packers to sign him to a blockbuster extension before I've seen him stay healthy for the first 6 games of 2026. You're also looking at a possibility of Jaden Reed walking in free agency, and I think Jaden Reed is underappreciated for a guy who led them in receptions and yards each of his first 2 seasons before breaking his collarbone last year. I just think if you're serious about making Jordan Love an elite-level quarterback, you don't trade away assets like Dontavion Wicks is, in my opinion.
You mentioned Matt LaFleur, who said he's going to strip everything down to start like it's year 1, and there's been that comparison. Like you said, you were there in 2018 when Mike McCarthy made similar comments. What did you make of what LaFleur said, stripping it down like it's year 1, and is there a comparison between the two?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's great news for you as a Vikings fan, because I don't think when teams start talking about year 1, it never feels like a good idea. Now, Matt LaFleur did not expound on that, and as Tausch and I talked about during the week, if that means they're going to get to having the quarterback under center more often, if that means they're going to rejuvenate their action game, if it means they're going to run more outside zone run scheme, which they got away from because, look, I think the world of Josh Jacobs. He's another one that I think they need more guys on their team like Josh Jacobs. But at the same time, just because he's more comfortable with the duo blocking scheme, you have to have him also run the stuff that you want to run. And I think he's talented enough to do it, even if it's outside his comfort zone. Just like I think Jordan Love, even if he prefers to be in the shotgun, you need to get him under center more. And, it's really interesting. This isn't about the Packers, but reading that ESPN story about the Eagles and how I believe they used the word calcified Jalen Hurts was about running the offense his way. And now they went out and hired Sean Mannion, the Packers quarterbacks coach, to run the Shanahan, McVay, LaFleur system there. So he's got a big adjustment ahead of him. But if the Packers are going back to those kind of basics, that sounds like a good idea. What the cautionary tale is here is that was what Mike McCarthy talked about while he was drinking his matcha at the NFL meetings in Orlando in 2018, and he didn't even survive the season. He got fired with 4 games left. So Matt LaFleur is certainly hoping that it works better for him than it did for his predecessor.
Jason, whose seat do you think is hotter? Now, I don't want to make it sound like Matt LaFleur is getting fired. I don't want to make it sound like Brian Gutekunst is getting fired. But, like, realistically, this season, who is under the most pressure? Because we were kind of talking before the show, because we had a question earlier this week when Riley was on, and it was basically like, would you take the Packers missing the playoffs for 5 years for a Brewers World Series, a guaranteed Brewers World Series? And in my mind, I'm like, no way. But a lot of people are saying yes. But that got me thinking, like, if the Packers miss the playoffs this year, to me, there's a very real chance that there could be changes internally in Green Bay. Like, Who's under more pressure, Matt LaFleur or Brian Gutekunst?
So, interesting question. And by the way, that whole missing the playoffs or losing seasons, that's funny. It just came up yesterday or today on our show. These people that say, I would take 9 seasons of absolutely sucking if every 10th year I won a title. Like, I don't think those people appreciate how long those 9 years would feel.
Yeah.
Like, because they have no idea, because the Packers have never been that bad for anything close to that long as many of these people have been alive. Like, again, I'm old. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. I am here to tell you that is not fun, period.
Yeah.
Thin, as Tausch likes to say. Now, that said, you know, my issue with that question is that if they miss the playoffs, both those guys damn well better be under pressure. And frankly, they're not. These contracts aren't guaranteed. Like, they're guaranteed to get the money. But if the Packers were to miss the playoffs, and it wasn't because they had even worse injury issues than they did this year, that should put them both under major scrutiny. Like, one of my pet peeves, and again, I don't know who I was saying this to the other day, but like, because Tausch was such a Goody stan, by his own admission, I'm not saying anything that's not true. And to his credit, he has revised his position on Goody over the last year and change, because I think he gets a free pass based on he drafted the quarterback of the future, who is good, but not certainly to the level of his 2 predecessors. And because he did something bold last year and traded for Micah Parsons. He's been good in free agency, but there's a lot of misses, and they haven't accomplished as much under him as they would like either. It's not just Matt LaFleur. And so if they were to miss the playoffs, you know, Ed Policy's point in Arizona was that these are real extensions. This isn't like 1-year deals and no real security. Like, these are multi-year. So they're either under contract through at least 2028 or 2029. But again, if the bottom falls out, like, I guess Goody would probably be the more likely one to not get canned because he sits with Ed Policy at all the games, right? So he's got his ear, whereas Matt LaFleur's down on the field coaching and making decisions in real time. But if they miss the playoffs, I think both those guys should be under scrutiny, and I don't expect that to be the case. Now, the question is, where do you draw the line, Molly, where you think they should be more scrutinized? Like, another 7 seed and first-round playoff exit? Or is that still okay? Like,
I mean, if they don't make it, almost the same as we were talking about Wisconsin basketball earlier, if they exit in the first round, like, I'm mad. Because you're just wasting Jordan Love's career. You're wasting Micah Parsons' career. You're wasting all of these guys with talent that I feel like you've assembled a pretty good roster, assuming that they're all healthy. Like, you're just wasting their time. And I don't like it. It just feels like the window's going to shrink if that happens.
In fairness, those players are part of that, though, right? I mean, you know, like Jordan Love, for example, in the playoff game that they lose to the Bears. Like, yes, his final numbers were great, and it's not all his fault. It's never one person's fault, which I know is never popular in talk radio. But, like, those 4 drives, punt to start the second half when they could have closed out the game.
100%.
I mean, they got one first down. And while that lands on the offensive line, that lands on LaFleur not adjusting, that also lands on Jordan Love. It does. It just does. And so, you know, all these guys, there should be pressure because, as Billie Jean King said, pressure is a privilege. But, look, they're competitors. They don't want to continue to be 7th seed first-round playoff exits. And I keep bringing this up because I do think, in fairness to all these people, like 9-3-1 going into Denver against the team that was the number 1 seed, and if they hadn't lost their quarterback in the divisional round, they don't lose to the Patriots at home. They just don't. And so you're talking about a team that would have been representing the AFC in the Super Bowl, and the Packers had them on the ropes, and then everything went to hell, and they never won another game. So I'm eager to see what they do, but I don't feel great about where their depth is now, and I don't feel great about the avenues they have to improve it. So they're going to have some guys from within really elevate their games if they're going to get further than they have the last 2 years.
Just for the record, I would take 9 losing seasons in a row if the Vikings could win a Super Bowl, Jason. I would take that.
Well, you guys
sign me
might
up.
be
Where do I
close this
sign that contract?
I will say this, and obviously you know this, John. I've got a lot of really good friends in the Twin Cities, many of whom cover the team, and I think they've got a really good coach, and they got a ton of talent. But you look at what they have done for the past decade plus, which you know all too well since they went and got Brett Favre. They are a testament to, if you don't get the quarterback right, you can get everything else right and still not get it right, right? So I can understand why you would feel that way, but again, I just don't believe that. By year 4 or 5, you're looking at the calendar going, "Oh my God, we got 4 or 5 more years of this."
Yeah.
That's something that Browns fans are probably used to. I could say that to Joe Thomas.
Yeah, and from my perspective too, when you do have those seasons where you're not even competitive, you check out as a fan. You're like, "Oh,
right,
it's beautiful out today. I might go outside." Yeah, you really do check out. I did want to ask about the draft. What should Packers fans be watching for in the NFL draft? Where they got pick number 52 in the second round is their first pick of the draft, I guess, unless they trade or something like that. Because I don't know, I find it hard sometimes to get excited about drafts.
Oh, God bless you, John. I knew that we were kindred spirits. Like, I hate the draft industrial complex. I really do. Like, it's great and again, I think I work pretty hard. I don't think I'm lazy. But I'm not going to spend my days chasing which day 3 draft picks are coming in for visits to Lambeau Field. I'm just not. And when they get drafted by the Packers and they say, "Yeah, I came in for a visit before the draft," great. That I'll write about or I'll talk about. But I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in, hey, it's my 8th iteration of my 7-round mock draft. No, I don't want to read that. Thank you. No.
Yeah, I hate mock drafts too.
That said, I think picking 52, it'll be really interesting to see where the board is at for them at that moment. Because if you think back, a number of years ago, they were sitting in the second round and the Lions called because they really wanted Brian Branch, and the Packers, I think they got like a 4th-round pick and moved back a handful of spots, and the Lions got Branch out of the deal by drafting him. Like, if the Packers get some calls and they feel like they have some options at 52 that will still be there at 57 or 59, I wouldn't be surprised to see him trade back. Like, those opportunities have to present themselves, but I was looking this up earlier. He has never had a draft where he executed fewer than 8 picks, and like half of his drafts have been double-digit drafts, 10, 11. He had one year where he had 13 draft picks. Like, so it's got to be killing Goody to be sitting with 7. And so I would be very surprised if he doesn't trade back multiple times to add picks to his arsenal.
Jason, you're the best in the biz at reporting on the green and gold, and we expect you to report back on the matcha.
That's what sources close to the program have indicated. I'm going to go to Starbucks after I call Scott Chastain and the rest of the team over at Channel 3 and double check with the wording on that intro. But then I'll report back on my banana bread. Yeah. So do I buy banana bread to eat to go along with it? Is that just I'm so confused.
You don't have to buy banana
bread.
bread.
Later.
Okay, bye.
I'll do both. All right. All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
See ya.
Thanks, Jason. That was Jason Wilde on the Yuengling Guest Hotline. We've got more coming up next. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Jason Wilde on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by News 3 Now. Jason Wilde, the best green and gold coverage from the best in the business. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin men's hockey is Frozen Four-bound for the first time since 2010. Badger captain Ben Dexheimer joining Wilde and Tausch replaying his game-winning walk-off goal that sent Pucky to Vegas.
I shot it. I saw it trickle in. I think I blacked out a little bit, but I turned towards the boys on the bench, and I don't have too deep of a celebration bag, so I think I just jumped about 3 feet in the air and threw my hands in the air and was just like, we're going to Vegas.
Wisconsin faces North Dakota in the Frozen Four semis Thursday afternoon.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2030 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2030. Visit PellaWI.com.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey fans, John Kuhn here, team captain of the Potawatomi Sportsbook, and there's a reason it's considered the Midwest premier place to bet on all your favorite sports. The full bar, awesome dining, 2,000 square foot screen, and nearly 100 betting kiosks makes for an unbeatable playbook. Bet above the rest, only at Potawatomi Sportsbook in Milwaukee. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center update brought to you by the Jump Around. Tune in to Jim Rutledge and Pablo Iglesias every Thursday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for our Badgers dedicated show, talking all things Wisconsin sports. Then tonight, your Milwaukee Brewers are back in action. The Crew's off to a 5-1 start after taking 2 of 3 at home versus the Rays this week. The Brewers now begin their first road trip of the season tonight versus the Kansas City Royals, and Chad Patrick is scheduled to start for the Brewers. It's technically a national spotlight game for the Brewers as well, with the video of the game aired exclusively on Apple TV. First pitch is at 6:45, so pregame coverage for free begins at 6:10 right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Milwaukee Brewers. Then the Bucks are also back in action tonight, coming back home to host the Celtics at Fiserv Forum. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. And with the Brewers game airing on 100.5 ESPN tonight, you can tune in the Bucks broadcast over on 1670 The Zone here in Madison. Then the NFL draft is 20 days away, so we're 21 days away from the Packers' first pick at number 52 overall. Who could the Packers take? Check out the latest 3-round mock draft from Mel Kiper and ESPN's crew of draft analysts over at ESPN.com. Second hour, Jim
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or MetroKiaofMadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
John's name is different than how it's spelled, so every once in a while I just want to remind myself how to say it. I literally was thinking to myself, Audius. Like, that's what I was thinking. And Ryan texted me and spelled out phonetically for me. He saw it in my face. He's just trying to remind himself how to say Audius.
What did I miss?
John Audius. Is John Audius cleared to speak without being spoken to?
John can say anything he wants, whatever he wants.
I'm already tired, by the way. Just hearing all of this, I'm already tired and exhausted.
It was, yeah.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside John Audius, here's Molly Brown.
It is hour number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. Guys, if the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Why did you guys do it in slow-mo there?
I don't know. I was trying to wait. I was trying to get synced up.
I want to make sure you remember it would be crush, not crack.
Yeah, I remember now.
I think we should always change it when John fills in to make it crack.
Crack
That's
a Coors Light?
A Coors Light.
It's crack a
There
Coors
you
Light.
go. I'm Molly Brown, joined by John Audius. You can hear him as he is the voice of Wisconsin volleyball on 100.5 ESPN, along with primetime Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. Jim and Matt will be back on Monday, so that's exciting. We've talked about a lot of different things today. We've talked about matcha, mid-major, Big Macs slightly, because Jason, I think, brings up Big Macs every single time that he joins now because he's offended that I think it's crazy that he's never had a Big Mac. But the fact that you've never had a Big Mac is crazy to me, too. And Adam in Mount Horeb chimes in, I never had a Big Mac either or a Whopper. Fast food burgers are gross. This is so shocking.
Not all of them are gross. I've never, when I was a kid, I was very specific about what I wanted at McDonald's, and it was a hamburger with ketchup on top.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and if it wasn't on the top, I'd freak
on the
out.
top of the patty,
on
not
the top
on
of
the bun.
not on the bun.
Okay, I was like, hold on.
I was really
sorry.
I was too. I was like, what? But I get it.
Not on the bun.
Ketchup on the top tastes different than it does on the bottom.
Apparently, to
Really?
It
young
does, yes.
Me, it did.
I don't like having the sauces on the bottom of the patty. I still am like,
Oh,
what?
I'm not too
100%.
wild.
No.
I'm not too out there with that.
What's different about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess
It's almost
what,
like drier.
I guess it's what hits your tongue. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like the physics of eating food and putting it in your mouth. Yeah.
I genuinely don't know.
There's
I
a
have no
reason
idea.
why they put it on the top. I don't know what that reason is.
Yeah, I guess you want the patty to hit your taste buds first. The bread too, obviously. All right.
So when I saw a Big Mac as a kid, what's got all this crap on it? No way.
It's just the sauce. I love the sauce, and I think it's literally Thousand Island sauce.
Yeah, with mayo, isn't it? I think they mix
me.
it with something. What
I
is
do
that?
love onions on a burger too.
Yeah.
The right amount of onions. There's somebody in our office today, Hunter Vaughn. He got a burger from one of the from Vintage downstairs right below us here.
Just a hunk of onion.
And Vintage has incredible food. Their burgers, their chicken sandwiches, everything they have there is really good.
So good.
I'm a big fan of their salmon, which Molly hates. Because she hates salmon, not because Vintage doesn't make it well. But Hunter got one of the burgers there, and when they give you a burger, they give you onion, but it's just like a full slice of onion, not like a ring, not like
with all of the rings, like the
just
entire.
they don't like separate it out.
Like you cut an onion.
It's just
It's
like
an
an onion
circle.
patty.
It's
Yes.
a disc. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It literally looks like he was holding up like a hockey puck.
So
of
basically,
onion.
I mean, it's fine because it's onion, so you can kind of just like poke them out and just like get the right amount of rings you want.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of onion. That's a lot of
That
onion.
sounds like a lot of onion.
That is also why I was afraid of Big Macs as a kid, because I was like, "There's too much." Like you're saying, there's just too much here.
It's the lettuce. The lettuce just looks like a lot.
The lettuce,
But the
gets
lettuce
ya?
is good.
What
no,
even is-
I'm
I
saying
don't
like
know
the
what's on a Big
photo,
Mac.
like lettuce, pickles. I
Onions.
love McDonald's pickles.
Onions, Big Mac
Onions,
sauce, right?
Big
two
Mac
patties.
sauce. Yep. A
Yeah.
bun in the middle.
Cheese?
The bun in the middle is a little weird.
That's
it's like, why did we do
really
this?
that's really extra.
Cheese, yeah. It's not like there's a ton of like. I don't even know if ketchup. I don't think ketchup is
And then
on
it's
it.
Big Mac. What is Big Mac sauce?
I think it's Thousand Island, and John just said maybe mixed with mayo.
Which is just like any of those secret.
But
Every
it's good
secret
if
sauce
you
is
dip
the
your
same.
fries in it.
Yes, that is
So
true.
good.
Yes, I've had that basically the same remix at other places too. Like when I was a student at UW, there's the set is at Union South on campus, and there's a great like basically like the Rascaller down at Memorial Union for anyone who's been there. It's same vibes essentially, but they have their own like separate sauce called set sauce, which is just the same
yum.
thing. It's a Thousand Island dressing with like mayo and like maybe there's like a little bit of sriracha or like ketchup mixed in, but that's whenever it's like the special sauce or the house sauce, it's just that same like mixture of like mayo, sriracha, and maybe a little Thousand Islands, and it always tastes amazing.
Can we just ask the question of have you had a Big Mac? Like
Sure.
seriously,
Put it
the
up.
fact that you
Free
guys
advertising for
have,
McDonald's, but
have
yeah.
you had one?
Yeah. Actually, have I ever had a Big Mac? I don't know if I
Okay,
have.
you don't count. Well, you do count, but no, yours counts as a no.
My opinion isn't
You're
valid.
a no. You're a no. Jason's a no.
I've had quarter pounders, and I've had
Yeah.
like a double quarter pounder, which is
I've had one,
a double QP.
So
is a lot. It's a lot.
Isn't that just a half pounder at that
It
point,
sure
right?
is. It sure is, Molly.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. But yeah, that was back in my offensive lineman days. I've never had a Big Mac though. No, it's
You were an offensive lineman?
Isn't
high
this
school.
shocking?
High school, yes.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, in high school, yes, I was.
Really?
Yeah, right tackle for the Nina Rockets 2 years in a row. 2 years starting varsity.
I don't believe it.
We weren't a very good offense.
Wait, do you feel comfortable sharing how much you weighed when you were an offensive lineman?
At the time, I was listed probably 230, 235.
Oh,
Can you imagine him weighing that much? There's no way.
Currently about 170 pounds.
Dang.
Pushing a little over that recently.
Stop it.
So, yeah, no, I was never really built to be an offensive lineman. I was just more like relegated to the position because I wasn't athletic enough to do the other fun positions in football.
Yeah.
And I was just, as a kid, I was bigger. But my body now is, if you look at it, I'm like, I do not have a body that looks like it would carry a bunch of weight.
No.
But I did at the time.
Wow.
At the time, I had a lot of weight.
Things you learn.
Yeah. And I was the second biggest offensive lineman on our team. The biggest was he was a guy who's like 280 pounds. He ended up going to Mankato State.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty good. But our center was like 5'9", 190. We were playing in like the Fox Valley against like Kimberly, Fond du Lac, Braylon Allen's alma mater, like stuff like that. Where we were just getting run over by some of these D lines. We were not prepared.
If you look at Ryan today, if you had to pick a position in football that he would play, what would it be like today?
I think you'd be like a wide receiver. You look like you could go up and get the ball.
Wide receiver, DB. I have negative hands, if I'm being honest, to catch a football.
I think I'd say like kicker or punter.
Kicker or punter, that's fair.
Hey,
that's
you can make a lot of money and have a long career. That's no shade.
Honestly, that's a good.
If my kid wants to play football, that's the only positions that he's allowed to play. That's it.
That would be a great position. That or long snapper. Long snapper is always an underrated position.
Yeah. Kickers have gotten good though over the last decade or whatever. They've just like taken a leap. It feels like.
I feel like we talk about like every athlete across pro sports is like really leveled up over the last few years. Kicker might be like the most that and like 3-point shooting. It's probably one of the biggest like significant like jumps. I can't think of any others. I'm sure there are like golf maybe. Like how far guys hit golf balls now is crazy. But that's also because like the irons are different and they got like the Bryson DeChambeaus who got like the protractor on the course trying to figure out like the right angle. Kickers, I feel like the kickers, I just feel like they just like got bigger legs. Like I don't know what the explanation is. Well, that and they changed the ball too. The ball is way more inflated nowadays.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah, that's like actually been a thing.
It's not like and they can hold on to it the entire time too, right? Like I think that's the thing.
Yeah, there might have been some
kind of change.
Yeah.
So that's why you always see like the kickers holding the balls on the sidelines too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so they can
like warm it up
better.
and
Yeah, I think the NFL wants kicking to be able to be more effective.
They
want
it
more
is.
Points.
I've always thought kickers are like a very valuable part of a team that we make fun of, and it's like they win or lose championships.
They do.
They do. Look at I know, just like Jason said, losing does not come down to one single player, but the amount of times that Brandon McManus missed kicks this past season, literally, he missed 7 points worth when they played the Bears in the playoffs, and they end up losing by 7.
And we all make fun of kickers, and we all be like, "What? You drafted a kicker?" The kickers sometimes are the most valuable players in a game.
But it's also like dudes are getting paid millions and millions of dollars to be a kicker on an NFL team. Like I think most of us would take that as a job if we were athletic enough.
Yeah, you don't even have to get hit.
Come on, exactly.
Would I take the job? Yeah, I'd take the job. That would be awesome. That would honestly be
Make fun of me all you want. I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
I would love to be a kicker.
On. Yeah. JJ and Poinette chimes in on the Carbos Talking text line because we asked the question of have you ever had a Big Mac? He says, I've had Big Macs, but they're my least favorite of all common fast food burgers. I need ketchup and mustard. Give me a Whopper any day. People
I've
are very
never had a
passionate
Whopper either.
Okay, Whoppers are pretty good too.
If I'm getting a burger like that, I'm not getting it from McDonald's or Burger King. I'm going to like a Culver's, or if I'm in the Fox Valley, I'm going to Tom's Drive-In.
Okay,
free advertising.
Okay, yeah, we're just doing a lot of free advertising.
It's the Fox Valley.
The last time I was at Tom's, though, because Tom's was my childhood when I lived in Appleton. Okay, do you know what Tom's is?
No, I'm gonna Google
it. Okay, it's only in the Fox Valley.
There's like 5 locations, maybe.
Maybe I don't know, but it was like those. Like I feel like we all probably have the spot, but it was the place that like you would ride your bike to go get ice cream or fries or whatever it was that you had enough money for when you were
a kid. They had the family packs. It was 6 burgers and like one of those like big like what do you call them, like styrofoam boxes of fries.
Yes.
Get that. Me, my brother, and our babysitter just destroy one of those.
Literally, like this was my childhood. So like I was so excited when I went to Tom's. Like this was probably like 3 years ago, and then when I went, it was so bad. I was like, oh, this is
that's brutal.
so sad. Do you go there when you go home?
I haven't actually stopped there in forever. My go-to used to be, you're going to hate this, Molly. You're going to despise that I'm going to say this.
A fish sandwich.
The perch witch was delicious.
You knew it.
It was amazing.
Is this from Tom's?
From Tom's.
I didn't even know they had fish.
Yeah, I don't know if they still serve it, but it's just, I mean, it's like 2 big pieces of lake perch just on like the biggest bun in the world and a slice of American cheese on top. And
that sounds good.
That and
I hate seafood, John. It's the worst.
That and a medium order of cheese curds.
Oh my God.
Now you know why I was an offensive lineman.
No wonder. It's tracking now. Oh my goodness.
You would hate a fish boil then at Door County.
I don't even know what a fish boil is.
Oh, they take fish and they boil it. Then you eat it. It
only-
looks disgusting, but it's good. It's really good.
Sounds disgusting. The only way that I can even attempt to eat fish is if it's like fried.
Okay.
Fried. Like fried shrimp, I'm good with. Cocktail shrimp, disgusting. I can't. It's the texture.
Yeah.
It's all the things there.
Mm-hmm.
Like healthy fish, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Have you guys ever had a George healthy fish?
Well, if it's fried, like it's Jim
not.
says
It's
if you can fry a shoe and it'll taste good.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. I've had that. No, but have you guys
Wait,
had
you've had a fried shoe?
No. Have you ever had a George Webb's? Have you ever eaten at George Webb's?
No.
We talked about it a lot last summer,
Yeah, of
obviously,
course, yeah.
because of the giveaway for the Brewers. Yeah.
I never have. No.
No, because it's only local to like the 414 kind
Yeah.
of southeastern Wisconsin. I had never heard of it until last year. if I'm
Is
being
it
honest.
good?
I never got one.
I've never
Does
had one
anybody
either.
know if it's good?
We had one because when we were actually
Strofe does.
Jim, Matt, and Molly, we were live right after the Brewers won their 12th game in a row to get the free George Webb burger giveaway. So Jesse Nelson was hosting alongside Matt Hamilton that day. And that's where we got some of our iconic drops.
It's burger time. Burgers.
That's where those came from, in case you're ever wondering. But he bought burgers that day, but we did not get them from George Webb because the nearest George Webb is like 50 minutes away.
Yeah.
It's in like Pewaukee, I want to say.
We have breaking news.
Like, okay. All right. Give me.
Is this real breaking news?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's fake, but I was going to try to make it big.
Oh, baby. Now this is some breaking news.
On the private talking text line to us, Jason Wilde just sent us that he got the iced banana bread matcha along with a strawberry matcha loaf.
Wow, he went all matcha'd in.
Okay, I will say the bread part looks really good.
Yeah,
I
a little
can't
swirl of
deny.
strawberry.
That bread looks amazing.
That bread looks real good. It's got frosting on the top. But yes, so Jason got the drink. I am so curious what he's going to think of it.
Yeah, I need to know.
Yes, but he texted matcha man in all caps. So I'm very excited that he took our advice, our suggestion to go to Starbucks today to go get that. I'm curious to hear what he thinks there. We've got plenty to get into still. We still got Molly's game, pole dancing, and who knows what else we'll get into on this fun Friday. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, featuring 2026 curling national champion Matt Hamilton on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton is Madison's custom jeweler. They are Madison's family-owned jeweler. Whether you go to the Madison or Middleton location, you're going to run into either Garrett, Devin, Ruth, or Scott Chalmers, and you're going to have an opportunity to work with one of their great custom jewelers. So if you're looking for a custom piece of jewelry and you want to make sure it's the best in the area, go to Chalmers Jewelers in Madison and in Middleton.
This is Wisconsin linebacker Mason Posa.
Mason Posa shuts the door.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, window, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Hey, it's Molly Brown. And let's be honest, between work, kids, and everything else life throws at me, I'm always looking for a little extra energy. That's why I love Zoa Energy. It's made with natural ingredients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, so I get that boost I need without the crash or jitters. Plus, there are tons of great flavors. It's vegan, gluten-free, and even low in sugar, so it fits right into my busy, health-conscious routine. So grab a Zoa Energy, fuel your body, focus your mind, and take on your day like a champ.
The biggest games.
Back-to-back state championships. Still going, lowers his shoulder into the end zone. Touchdown, Wanakee.
The most compelling stories.
Where are you going to be playing basketball next year?
I'm proud and excited to announce that I'll be going to the University of Charleston.
We are now joined by the executive director of the WIAA, Stephanie Hauser.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
The sound of summaries on ESPN Madison.
And a swing and a miss. Would you like fries with that?
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Fly ball to deep right. It is back. Out of here!
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Watching it sail. It's a grand slam.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
When you're having computer problems, you need a company you trust to get things working again, quickly and affordably. Madison Computer Works has been doing that for business and residential customers for decades. Our computer care plans take away the hassle of being without your computer or needing to bring it in for repair. Starting at only $10 a month, our local and friendly techs provide remote help and can fix most problems in just minutes. Call 608-231-8000 and sign up today. Madison Computer Works, computers that work for you.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. But you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
John just asked whose bracket that is on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream on the break screen. That is my bracket.
Okay.
Which I'm still alive. I've got Arizona winning it all in that bracket. I only did 2 brackets this year. One was on like ESPN.com. And then this one, I like to do it by hand just because it's like more interactive and more fun for me. But yes, I have Arizona winning it all. I can't remember who were the other teams in my Final Four, but I know that I had Florida going pretty far, so that one was shot a couple weeks ago. But yeah, U of A still in it this week, so I'm excited for that.
I filled out my bracket the day of the tournament, like right near 11 a.m. Yep. I was at a hotel and wherever I was, I printed it off, and I'm just picking it. I have Arizona, Michigan, I had Nebraska and Duke, and I had Michigan beating Duke.
Wow.
So I felt pretty good that I'm still
there. You go.
I'm still in my bracket. I entered it in my buddy's bracket, contest. So
I've got half of my Final Four still alive, and I've got both of my championship teams currently alive.
You could really take the lead.
Yeah, I got Illinois losing to Arizona in the championship. So
That'd be fun.
I need Illinois to take down Dan Hurley and the Huskies tomorrow.
How much would you win?
I believe I'm entered in Alex Stroh's bracket challenge. I know that was really like the only one I entered this offseason or this offseason. It is the off season from
It's the
football.
off season for football.
Mentally, we're kind of in our off season stage, if I'm being honest. But for the NCAA tournament, that was the only one I entered for the men's tournament. So I think I could win close to $200.
Yeah.
I'm in position to win the entire pool, which is I think 46 people, and everyone put in $10.
That'd buy a lot of matcha.
Hey, that
would be a lot of matcha.
Well, no.
A lot of perch witches too.
A lot of purge witches. People are chiming in on the YouTube stream. Remember, you can always stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. SD Petro said, it is scrumptious. The chocolate pistachio loaf is also tasty. Ooh. That in regards to Jason Wilde's strawberry matcha loaf, which I did not know was a thing, but I guess you can make anything with matcha these days. Is what I'm learning. And we are still waiting to hear back on how he feels about matcha, if it was any good.
I mean, he's had to have taken a sip by now. The first couple sips of that thing is the best. So.
I would hope so. I would hope. And you guys said that once the ice starts melting, it's not very good. So,
and you get past the banana layer, and it's just pure matcha and water. After that, you're on a clock. Get it going there, Jason.
There you go. Time now for Molly's game.
Hi. I am looking for Molly. I've been searching everywhere and I can't seem to find Molly.
This is Molly's Game, hosted by America's favorite bookie, Molly Brown.
All right, guys, so we were talking about March Madness and the NCAA tournament coming up. So the Final Four is this weekend. So we're going to be talking about that. First game here is Michigan, Arizona.
Okay.
Side note, did you guys see that they're doing like a side cast or like an alt cast, whatever it's called, with the Fab Five?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where you find it. I have no idea.
Probably
but I was
True
like,
TV.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably, because I think they do like those weird like sit-down watch things.
By the way, I'm a big fan of alternate broadcasts in these situations. I love it. I love it when they have the coaches room and like the national championship for football.
Those are fun. I like the sideline cast with like Pat McAfee sometimes too. That can be fun. For sure. It's definitely something interesting. But so I actually told my husband this yesterday because I was like, oh, look they're doing this alt cast for this. And then he was like, why? Is it like a special thing? And I'm like, well, I mean, the last time that they made it was in 2018, I believe. Michigan made it to the Final Four. And then and I'm like, well, I guess it's almost like 30 years or something from then. But I don't think it's anything special. But I don't know. Maybe they just did it to do it.
It's the Fab Five. I mean, they're pretty iconic for college basketball.
For sure. So first up here, guys, for that Michigan-Arizona game, who is going to be the leading scorer in that game? Do you guys have names from that team? I can give you some if you need.
You said Arizona-Michigan game?
Arizona-Michigan.
I will give you my name. It is Yaxel Lendenborg. He is the star forward.
How do you spell that?
I don't know how to spell it. Yaxel, Yaxel.
All right, perfect.
He's from Germany. He's the one who hit the game-winning three against Wisconsin in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament.
Okay.
That's how most Badger fans would know him. He's really, really good. He might not be the best player in the game, though. Arizona's got a lot of good. Yeah, Koa Pete's really good from the Wildcats. There's a couple other guys.
Yep.
Krivas is one of their big men who's pretty good. Arizona's loaded, though.
Yeah, I'll give you some names. Braden Burries.
He's expected to be.
He's leading the pack here. Koa Pete, like we talked about, Jaden Bradley, Ademaris Gomez. Your guy isn't even on here, right? Oh, there he is. For
Yaxel?
15 plus points on Pato. He is listed at minus 230 for that. Yaxel.
So basically, I just went to their websites and looked at their season statistics. And so you got Yaxel, so I'll take the other guy that leads the other team in scoring. I'll take the Braden Burries?
Yeah.
Braden Burries. I'll take him.
All right.
Mark it down.
We'll see who's right. The next one for that same game, over under 157.5 total points, and give me your score prediction. John, how about you?
157.5.
Yep.
Let me look at their team averages. Oh, okay. I'm going over. These two teams score mid-80s or higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go over, and final score 88.
So
I got to make sure. I got to make sure I'm over. I'll
pull
go
my calculator here.
85.79. Is that over?
Yep, that's 164.
Okay.
And who wins?
Michigan. I got him going. I have to pick the team I
guess.
picked.
Ryan, what say you?
I'll say it's Arizona 90, Michigan 80, and I'll be taking the over. I think Arizona's so good. I think that they're going to win it all pretty easily, to be honest. And Michigan's really good, too. Don't get me wrong, but I think Arizona's just like been on another level this entire postseason.
It does make. I think who did they play last week? I am drawing a blank.
They
here.
played Arkansas in the Sweet 16.
Yes.
Where they destroyed.
Yep.
And
But
then
the
they were
next game-
down to begin against.
Yes.
They didn't play against Purdue. Yeah, Purdue.
It was
Yes,
Purdue. Yes. That game had me nervous for the first half.
Yes,
So-
and then they just flexed in
Yes.
the second half.
Yes, they are like. I've said it before on the show. Like, they make Wisconsin to me look like a high school basketball team with how massive they are, how
Like-
good they are. Like,
Make them look like a mid-major, some might say.
some might say. I'm not saying it. Don't quote me, Ryan. I'm not saying it. Next one here, guys. Illinois versus UConn. Which team will lead in rebounds?
Oh, God.
How you like that question?
That's a
Rebounds.
Okay.
Yep.
That's an interesting question.
That is an interesting question. I'll go with the Fighting Illini.
I
'Cause
will,
why not?
I will too. That was actually like the reason they were able to take down Houston is because they were just the more physical team, which is really impressive against any Houston Cougars team because that is what they built their program on. Illinois, to me, looked like the team in the Big Ten that I was the most afraid of as a Badger fan. That's why I've been riding them as far as I have in the NCAA tournament. So yeah, I'll take the Fighting Illini to get it done again. Brad Underwood's got a good squad right now.
I didn't know you could copy my answer, but okay.
You can. He can hedge you.
Yeah.
But you can also have the same answer. It's fine.
Come on.
All right,
So we got tiebreakers for like
Exactly,
the
with the
score
points.
predictions. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
okay.
Which is what we're going to do next here, guys. So over under 139.5 in that game, total points. And what's your score prediction for that game? Ryan, you can go first.
Yeah, start with him.
All right, so over under total points.
139.5 is what Pato has it.
That is significantly lower than Arizona, Michigan. I will say I'll go under as well. Illinois gets off the slow starts. UConn's look stop and start scoring wise for a lot of the tournament too. So I will say under final score. And you said the over under is 139?
139.5.
139.5. I will say it is Illinois 70 and UConn 63.
Ooh,
So
that's
it's
a
good-
low game.
It will be. I think I really like Illinois, which stinks to say as a Badgers fan, but I do like them.
I'm going to go. Let me give you your score first, and then we'll figure it out after
Okay.
that. How about that? That's
Yes.
the easier way, I think, to do this.
I'll pull out my calculator for you.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to go final score. I'm going to go Illinois 76, UConn 69. Over.
145. So you got the over. All righty.
That's how you do it.
I like that number.
That actually is how you do it. You just got to bust out a calculator. When it comes to these numbers, it's so hard because there's such big numbers.
Basketball over-unders can get confusing
Yes.
sometimes. No
Can-
doubt.
I wish
you-
we could put actual money on this. This would make it more fun.
I mean, you can if you go to Potawatomi.
Okay.
Go visit their sport. Have you been to their sports book?
No, but
It's
I've
incredible.
heard about it.
It is. It's incredible. Ryan, what were you betting the other day when you went?
When
Oscars.
I went there during the Big Ten tournament. That was also Oscars weekend. I had a couple bet. I had a bet on Timothy Chalamet as well as God, I can't remember. Stellan Skarsgård to win Best Supporting Actor.
Don't know who that last guy is, but did you win?
And lost them both.
That's insane that you can do that.
Yeah,
You
a lot of
can
people bet on
literally
the
go bet
Oscars.
on that.
A lot of people
Like,
bet the
that's
Oscars.
awesome.
Yes.
Now I know for next year.
Yeah, it's a lot of insider trading, unfortunately, too. And Timothy Chalamet got robbed, which is
Did
a
he?
shame. Yes.
He was in a ping pong movie.
That is amazing.
And what's his face won for Sinners.
Michael B. Jordan was also really
Yeah.
good. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet was the greatest.
Is that what that
performance of
movie's
the year.
about? What's the movie with the
Marty Supreme? That's
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a ping pong star. In like
I haven't seen either. I'm literally just
1950s
taking
New
what I
York
know
City.
from
Don't
SNL.
tell me anymore.
It's
Don't
incredible.
ruin it.
Dude,
Really?
seriously, watch it. It's my favorite movie of the last.
Second
Really?
person that's recommended it to me at a very high level.
It's so
Interesting.
I love it.
You kind of look like Timothy Chalamet too.
That's the
Take it.
nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating three. Yeah, you know that feeling, and there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. You can catch all of the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxury seating, great food, a fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. You must be 21 to enter the casino. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, a WBA award finalist for Wisconsin's best radio show.
It's good for your TikTok, though. The ladies love Jim Rutledge on TikTok.
Yeah, what are your What are your numbers on TikTok, Jim?
It's like
50 plus.
Yeah.
50 to 65.
80%, 50 to 65, yeah.
I'm huge in retirement homes.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Get ready, Wisconsin. The Sugar River Fire and Smoke Barbecue Festival is bringing the heat to historical Paoli this fall. Presented by renowned pitmaster and TV personality Michelle Wallace and hosted by 7 Acre Dairy Company. Enjoy incredible barbecue from acclaimed pitmasters and local legends, plus live music, barbecue demonstrations, and more all weekend long, September 19th and 20th in Paoli, Wisconsin. Get your tickets now at fireandsmokebarbecuefestival.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
I wasn't sure if I could afford college, and my family couldn't help me. But I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, I found financial support beyond tuition. Even fuel, transportation, and technology has been covered. It's incredible that I'll be able to graduate debt-free. My advice to others, don't let financial barriers stop you. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Sports are changing. Faster, stronger, smarter. So should your beer. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, crisp and refreshing, no extra baggage, built for people who go hard. Still drinking the same old light beer? You're stuck. Flight is changing the game. Level up. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin, are you keeping up? DJ Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Get ready for the ultimate Saturday night at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Join us for the all-new Queen of Hearts drawing at 4, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. This is your chance for royal glory. When your name is drawn, choose the right card and you could win a life-changing jackpot, up to $150,000. The longer the Queen stays hidden, the bigger the jackpot grows. Let's Hard Rock with the Queen of Hearts only at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is tough, so Metro Ford of Madison makes it easy with mobile service. Metro Ford will come directly to you, home, office, wherever your day takes you. Their Ford-certified techs handle oil changes, filters, batteries, wipers, inspections, and more, all without a visit to the dealership. You stay on schedule, we'll take care of the rest. Call 608-246-3600 today to book your mobile service appointment, and let service come to you. That's Metro Ford of Madison. Visit them at metrofordofmadison.com.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all.
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 Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. I'm Molly Brown alongside John Audius and primetime Ryan Wollersheim behind the glass. We've had a big show today. We had Jason joining earlier, so if you miss any of today's show, you can listen back on the ESPN Wisconsin app or wherever you get your podcasts. And also, you can stream us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Time now for pole dancing.
We asked and you answered.
What?
Coming to the stage, it's pole dancing on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Hey now,
Presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealership.
Yeah, guys, and while I do like pole dancing on a Friday, my voice isn't built for it these days. So Riley Yauk is the one who handles pole dancing around here. Riley, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Pole Dancing. I'm Jim, Matt, Molly. Welcome in, John. Audience. Starting with Kyle Bruston Nortman. According to PCH Sportsbook, both the Packers and Brewers are plus 200 to win their division. Which would you place a bet on? The Packers plus 200 for the NFC North, 34%. Or the Brewers plus 200 NL Central Division champs back to back to back. They are at 66%. What say you?
I'm surprised that the odds are the same. I would when he first, I was going to interrupt Riley and say Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Brewers is the obvious answer here to me. I mean,
think so.
like what, back to back to back to back potentially if they win this year for the NL Central, 4 years straight. If
it would
they
be,
do,
yeah. It would be.
That's crazy.
The Cubs, I believe, are plus 110 last I saw to win the division.
Okay,
still.
interesting.
Explain that again. So plus 200. So if I put $1,000 down,
if you put $1,000 down, you would make 2,000. Where if they were to win the division,
so I'd have 3,000 back.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, might do that.
PCH Sportsbook, Potawatomi Sportsbook.
Yeah.
But then I think on the flip side, though, like the Packers, the NFC North is such a toss-up to me.
Yes.
Now,
I believe
granted,
the
I'm more dialed in for football than I am Brewers and baseball, but like the NFC North, legitimately any team in the division could win.
I think last I saw it was the Lions are the favorites to win the division at plus 170.
That's
the Packers,
shocking to me.
Packers are plus 200, and then I believe the Bears are like plus 300.
What are the Vikings?
The Vikings, I think, are more like plus 400. It's a little more distant for the Vikings. I don't know.
Which is honestly surprising, though, because
back.
I think that moved up a little bit once they got Kyler Murray.
Duh.
But also, John, you're a Vikings fan. How do you feel about Kyler Murray?
You feel a hell of a lot better about him than you do about J.J. McCarthy.
Yes, I do. Although I do. But how much better?
To me, though, you still have potentially the best roster in the NFC North.
I don't know if I can trust Kyler. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I don't know if you can either. Like, I said this to my husband, and he thought I was just being like a mean Packers fan. I don't know if he there's the benefit of, yes, he can run around. You don't need to have a great offensive line, but like if you're going to try to throw the ball to Justin Jefferson, I don't know if he can genuinely get it over the offensive line. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk.
He's a little guy.
I'm actually saying it because Kirk Cousins had like the most batted down passes 3 years ago, out of the league.
I mean, I'm just looking at career statistics. It doesn't get me excited. How about that?
I get it.
I'm not like, bam, Kyler Murray, buckle up. I'm just more like, hey, okay, well, let's see.
You still feel a lot better about him than you do J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I do want to see McCarthy develop. I would love to see a little bit more time.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Just give him a shot a little bit more. But I know he's not good. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What's next, Ryan?
All right, Riley, what's our next poll question?
Moving on to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If your favorite team loses, do you root for the teams in your conference/division? No, 76%. That's the way to do it. Or yes, 24%.
Depends on the sport. So
college basketball, for example.
Okay, college basketball, yes, I am rooting for the Big Ten because I don't know if it's the same way as like when it's in football. Doesn't maybe this is dumb, but doesn't all of the Big Ten get more money with more
when
Big
they win
Ten
more
teams?
bowl games?
Yeah,
you're saying? I think it's to go to bowl games. I don't know if it necessarily is affected by.
Okay.
And I think each individual school gets money by going to a bowl game or a playoff game. So I don't think the Big Ten necessarily benefits.
I guess I just look at it too, especially when it comes to football, but I mean basketball too. I want the Big Ten to look like a really good conference because, like you were saying before, with the teams that Wisconsin has beat that are still in the tournament, it does make Wisconsin look better that they beat these teams that are getting this far in the tournament. You know, so I personally for basketball, yes, I do root for it. For the NFL, no, No, I don't want the Bears to go far. I don't want any of the NFC North. I want them all to be done.
Nope.
Was the question the team that beat you or the team in your conference?
Just the team in your conference.
Oh. Yeah, I think you got to go per sport, per situation. Like, yeah, I can see in football how you don't want the others to succeed, for sure. But I think most part in college, unless it's like Ohio State, I don't want to see Ohio
example,
State.
John, if Wisconsin volleyball were to get knocked out of the NCAA tournament,
Yeah, I'd
you
probably say no. I'd probably say no.
You rooting for Nebraska?
I'd probably say no.
Okay,
yeah. Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
All right, Riley finishes up with our last poll question.
And finally, from our very own Jim, Matt, and Molly, which team has the worst vibes in Wisconsin sports right now? The Packers, the Bucks, or Badgers football? If you say Badgers football, you gotta leave. Packers 3%, Bucks 83%, and Badgers football 14% of people are objectively wrong.
So
have a great Easter weekend, everybody. I shall see you next week.
So a little bit of background here. Jesse earlier this week said that he feels like the Packers have the lowest vibes in the state of Wisconsin for sports.
Just because of what Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst were saying earlier in the week.
He
Was he
believes
talking to
that
some people that
everything.
said that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
At Pablo's birthday
yeah.
party. Yeah,
Exactly.
No, he feels like every single thing that has come out about the Packers in this offseason has been negative. That there really hasn't been a ton of positivity. But I'm like, okay, what are we supposed to be positive about? Tucker Kraft is recovering from an ACL. Micah Parsons is like. There's
They
a lot
lost
of
to
different
their
things.
bitter rival in the playoffs
Yes.
in historic collapse fashion.
Yes,
What is
like-
there to be happy about right now?
No, but like there's reason to be excited for the future, in my opinion. But if you had to answer this question, which team in the state of Wisconsin has the lowest vibes?
I thought it was easy. I thought it was a layup. Milwaukee Bucks.
Factual.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the easy answer.
There's no
That is
question.
the only answer.
I think so too.
How
I
do you
think it'd be
remember-
Bucks, then football, Badger football. I don't even know why the Packers are on there, but
Just because of Jesse. Yeah, Badger football is kind of what I push back with for the most part, but there's really no answer other than the Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
No,
just
you miss the playoffs. You blunder
They've
Giannis'
already-
career here.
they
Like,
fully laid down into the postseason, or at the end of this season, honestly, into the postseason.
and now
They're
you're
not making
fighting
the
with your
postseason.
superstar that you should have traded however many months ago, and now you're going to get less for him in the future if you end up getting rid of him. Like, it's just a whole mess.
Are we really saying if at this point?
Some people still believe that Giannis is going to come back. I don't freaking know. I am not
I
some
think he
people.
will.
You think he will?
yeah.
You think he's going to come back to Milwaukee Bucks? Why? Just for the money?
Well,
You're coming back for
I
nothing
think I
else.
think DNA is. What is that line from the rap song? Loyalty is in my DNA. He said he tweeted
Kendrick
it.
Lamar. Oh, he
Yeah.
But
tweeted
then
that?
He tweeted that back in the day.
But then he goes back. He goes and says, "I want to leave this team." Well, doesn't explicitly
Wants
say
to
that.
win a
He says, "I want to win a
championship."
championship, and that might not be in Milwaukee, but I don't know. But I really want to win a championship, and if that's somewhere else, that's what it is." But then he goes back and says, "No, that's actually not what I said."
He's
I
just
can't.
leaving the door open.
I can't.
Yeah, it is a little wishy-washy, but yeah, low vibes. But and I totally disagreed with you when you said they should have got rid of him. I was on a show here once. I was like, what the hell is Molly talking about? But I felt like I was on an island there because a lot of people feel the same way you do.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people do, but honestly, a lot of people feel the same way that you do, which is surprising to me. We have an update from Jason Wilde. We'll get to that next. This is Jim at Molly.
You're listening live from St. John's, Newfoundland. The Newfies love Jim, Matt, and Molly. 100.5 ESPN, Madison.
J&K Security Solutions, locally owned, veteran-owned, family-owned, and they will help you protect your home or business from anywhere in the world with commercial fire protection and home security, along with business security. J&K Security Solutions is your local provider for what you need for your business and your home.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com, because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
Trent here from Canopy Wealth Management. We're often asked, when's the right time to work with a financial advisor? The answer is always simple: now. Whether you're building wealth, nearing retirement, or already retired, the Canopy team can help you gain clarity around your goals, resources, and path to financial independence. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Gearing up for tailgating, fireworks, festivals, and updating your home. This is an absolute season for it all. Siding Unlimited can handle the home part. Start the process by visiting Siding Unlimited at 2018 South Stoughton Road and check out our amazing showroom. Ideas will follow, and eventually you'll experience our fantastic carpenters installing new windows, siding, roofing, and doors. We do it all, and it starts by visiting our showroom or going to sidingunlimited.com.
Want to join the fastest growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
I'm Matt Hamilton.
And I'm his lookalike. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN Madison. We have officially heard back from Jason Wilde after he got his matcha, his banana bread matcha, and strawberry matcha bread per recommendation from John. Well, I don't know about the bread, but
I've never had the bread.
The
but
drink.
It looked good.
Yes. So we have an official review/taste test from Jason Wilde. So you can hear that on our show right now if you're listening on the radio or on the ESPN Wisconsin app. But you can actually go watch it on the ESPN Madison YouTube page. So Ryan, play it.
Hello, Jim, Matt, and Molly, or more accurately, John, Rye Guy, and Molly. I have my iced banana bread matcha from the local Starbucks by Lambeau Field. Excuse the mess. We're moving to different offices, and I am cleaning out all the stuff that I've accumulated over the last 26 years that I've been in this office. So here it goes. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit nervous, but here we are. The first attempt at a matcha, and to be a matcha man. Bottoms up.
It's a very long sip. If you're
It's like a solid sip.
Already. It's like a 3-second sip.
I think I'm going to wish that I had that banana bread topping. More of it left over by the time I get beyond it.
He's right.
He's taking another sip, which is great. Another long sip.
Yeah. I will finish it out of principle, but I think I'll stick with my mocha. Enjoy the rest of the show.
See, that's my fear with getting something out of my normal realm is I'm paying he probably paid like $6 for that little tall, tiny little guy.
He probably paid,
Like you said, for the principle of it, you got to finish it.
I'm surprised he didn't like it. The first time I
Are you surprised? Like matcha?
I am, because I think the key to this whole matcha thing for me was the topping. And if it settles in too much, it's more matcha.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take that first sip with just a touch of matcha and the banana bread foam thing, I loved it.
I don't know.
Do it,
I don't know.
Molly.
It's an
You're
acquired
next.
taste, I think. Brewers pregame starts at 6:10. First pitch is set for 6:45 right here on 100.5 ESPN Madison. Madison's home for Brewers baseball. Have a great weekend, everybody.